When it comes to losing weight or building a healthy new life, right? Living your best life, we sometimes find that we're not following through on our actions. And we think the only thing that's missing is the willpower or the discipline. I actually don't agree with that. Hi, everyone. Great that you're joining us live. And if you're watching this on replay, in this video, what I want to help you to do is to understand that making it all about willpower and discipline usually means that we've gotten ourselves into the all or nothing approach, that we're either doing it or we're not. We're good or we're bad. We're on a diet or we're off it. And I don't think any of those things are actually super helpful in the long term. Most people, in my experience, already know what to do in order to be living healthier than they are, or making the changes that they want to make. You know what they are. So what we really need is the support or there's some tools to actually make it happen. In my experience, lasting change, long-term success, getting to our goals and keeping them, or even better, growing from them, really come from accumulating many, many small changes to our everyday routines. It's those everyday habits in our real life that really make a difference. It's not the things we do occasionally or for a little while. It's the things we're doing every single day. So you probably already know what to change. If not, of course, there's lots of ways to get that information. There's lots of free resources online. Now, of course, you want them to be reputable. Of course, we want to make sure you're getting things that actually are healthy and that actually work. So you might want to check out government departments and health departments. So for instance, here in Australia, you can check out the Australian Dietary Guidelines. Maybe you want to speak to your doctor or a nutritionist or a dietitian. Perhaps you want to join a commercial weight loss program that really focuses on education and helping you change habits. Maybe you already joined one of those, or you had joined one in the past. Maybe you're a member of one of those now. Of course, we are often the best source of our own information. We are the experts in our life. So what do you already know about what works for you in your life? What's worked for you in the past? What does your intuition tell you needs to change? And what are the results or effects that you're noticing of the choices you are already making? What's working for you now and what isn't? Of course, that's the benefit of having a coach on your team, someone like me, who can actually guide you through this process and help you find out what is working for you and what isn't. It's helpful to sometimes have someone who's been there, who knows what it's like, who's been through this journey and has helped guide others through making these transformations to new, healthier, better lives. Someone who can hold you accountable for the actions that you decided you want to take. Whether it's me or whether it's others in your life, amongst friends or family members, what's worked for them, And remember, if you don't know anybody who's been successful, you know me. I've maintained my 50-kilo weight loss now for over 10 years. And I now do that with ease. Not a challenge at all. I really have improved every aspect of my life. So often, we think it's about needing to know or understand something different. And I don't always think it is. So often, it's the fact that we've gotten into an unhealthy set of habits with our thinking. There's a limiting belief that's holding us back. And in my work, I've always found that that's the key difference. Really, that has unlocked the change for so many of my clients, and I know it's the thing for me, that I discovered in my mind what isn't working. And I realized that, well, first of all, those thoughts are optional, and I could change them, I could transform them. And that's what a lot of my work is, helping people do, understand the beliefs that they're holding on to, that are holding them back, and helping them let go of them or transform them into healthier new ones that actually serve a useful purpose and actually move us towards our goals. And when you get that, you really can change anything. There's a quote I love that says, if you have the right motivation and the right tools, you can succeed. And I think that's true. But I also think it's missing something. Because I don't want you to can succeed. I want to make sure you will succeed. And so for that, believe that if you have the right motivation and the right tools, and you use them, you will succeed. So draw on the knowledge of what you'd like to be different. Ask for guidance if you need extra help, and then use the tools. How can you be using them? How do you make them part of your everyday, daily routine? Well, here are my steps, right? So take the information you know and think about just one small change that you'd like to make. So maybe it's one choice instead of another. Maybe instead of that glass of wine, you want to have a sparkling mineral water, a soda and lime. Put that in a wine glass, by the way. Maybe instead of just rushing into your day, into getting into all the chaos, you want to spend a couple of moments writing down your intention every day, making a list of things that you want to get done to focus your mind. Maybe you want to do just a little more activity. So on your walk, you want to go to the next driveway or the next corner of the block or the next light pole. Think about one small change, or maybe just even one decision that you want to make differently. When I am tempted to overeat or to make a poor choice, instead I will. Walk away from the food, take a moment to pause, write down my why. Something like that. So just notice, that's just when I would do one thing, instead I would do the other. So choose one. Just pick one action. And then reconnect with your why. Why it matters to you that you make this new healthy habit instead of the unhealthy habit that you have been practicing. It's really important. And if you're not sure how to do that, I put a great video up 2 weeks ago. I think it was on January 21st, 2019. Then it's about getting in touch with your why it matters that you succeed. So go and watch that one. When you're connected to your why, your motivation will naturally arise from this. It will be the fuel to guide you in making those new choices instead of the old choices. So it's really important. So decide what you want to change, be connected to your why. And then think of a tool you could use to remind you that this is the new choice you want to make. So maybe you want to put an appointment on your calendar or a reminder on your phone. Or if you've read my guide on the 10 secrets to long-term weight loss success, then I talk about linking one behavior we have already, that we're already doing regularly, to the new behavior that we want. Now, by the way, if you haven't gotten a copy of that, it's free. You can grab a copy from my website at livemorelife.com.au. Just go to the menu and select 10 secrets for long-term weight loss and pop in your email. I'll send it right out to you. It's free. Why not grab it? So, linking, reminders, calendar appointments. Maybe you need some accountability. Maybe this is where the support comes in, that you team up with someone else to tell them what you're doing and why. Maybe you organize 5 or 10 or 20 people around you to follow up with you and ask you about it. Maybe you want to make that commitment to me. So get that support around, get your reminders organized, connect to your why, Then make that commitment to yourself to follow through on each new action, that new choice, that new decision that you want to make every time you're reminded of it. Every time that other habit comes up, or your reminder on your phone goes off, or your calendar appointment comes up. And just commit to following through in that moment, no matter what. And this is why making small changes, one at a time, makes such a huge difference. Because it's so much easier. We're not trying to do everything in our day better. That becomes overwhelming, right? We still have to live our life. We still got all this other stuff going on. Instead, we're just focusing on one small change at a time. And as you practice that new habit and repeat it, you will accumulate change. It will give you momentum. So don't underestimate just doing one small change. Doing that change will give you the momentum to make the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Remember, we didn't gain our extra weight, or we didn't build in these unhealthy habits instantaneously. We didn't just go to bed one night and then wake up with all these unhealthy habits or this extra weight. Instead, we accumulated them by making lots of little choices repeatedly. And you know what I love about that? It means that you guarantee that this process works because you're already there. You're already at a place that is a consequence of following this pattern. So we can use it to make the new life, the new results, the new goals happen. Bruce Lee says, knowing is not enough. We must do. Willing is not enough. We must apply. And I really urge you to take on this philosophy that one small change that you can live with in your real everyday life for good is the path to success. So gather the information you need to make that decision. Get your support from within with your why or from without with your support network. Find helpful tools and do. If you use them, you will succeed. If you want more help transitioning into the life that you want to be living, rather than the life that you have, then remember, you can always sign up for a free exploratory coaching session with me on my website. Go to livemorelife.com.au and click on free exploratory session. Fill in the form and I'll be in touch to help you out. Talk to you soon.